This is the first time I've been outside in a year, I said, looking over to him. Really? William asked skeptically. Is that legal? Do I look like an attorney? I retorted. I can assume not. There was construction a while back. I guess they redid the fence. It seems like an awfully long time for a fence job, but what do I know? That does seem a little strange, William replied and sat up. Then I followed. Well, if that's true, we had better enjoy ourselves while we can then, right? I smiled and nodded, but the sad truth was that I knew in a few short minutes this momentary freedom would be over and everything would go back to normal. I learned to accept that every good thing in this place is temporary. I looked to my left over at Sally, who was over with a few others in the courtyard. Sure, they may seem happy now, talking and laughing about something, but as soon as they walked back through those metal doors, the crazy would turn back on. Most of us here didn't seem that crazy. I mean, Sally was a prostitute, but that didn't make her crazy. Charles heard voices, but he was medicated. He wouldn't hurt anyone now. William did kill his family, but it was in self-defense, right? And then there was me. What are you thinking about? William nudged me. I took a few seconds to answer. Nothing. I just didn't want to talk anymore. Not that anything was wrong, but nothing was right either. I wasn't depressed or sad. It was reality, and regardless of what people thought or what people said, I know what happens around me. They may be able to tranquilize the others in this hell, but I refuse to submit. You can tell me, he replied, still practically staring at the sun. I wouldn't, I know, I interrupted. I wanted so badly to suggest that William and I just run away. I guess that's what happens when you think about something wonderful. You can dream and wish and want, but in the end, there's something to overcome. In my case, Shriekville. I heard a loud whistle blow. Bill was signaling to the patients that it was time to go inside, even though I was sure we weren't out here for that long. He probably just couldn't take the sunlight anymore due to his outward hungover expression. It was evident. He stood cross-armed, looking for an excuse to yell at anyone who got too close, shifting his hand to his guard stick when someone crossed the threshold. A year without, then 20, no, maybe 30 minutes with the sun and grass, and then to have it taken away with a high-pitched vibration. It may have been criminal, sure, but nobody knew. And if people on the outside knew, then nobody cared. As long as the psychopaths stayed behind the wall, everyone else was safe. That was the state of things.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.